when are you gonna give me access to your bot, Pete?
I don't have a bot. You could probably tell by how many races I've run. You know who does have a bot? Cocktails and Dreams.
So it's either got a bot or a lot of time that like on his phone all the time is the thing. Right, let's go.
You like strong men? Well, you're shit out of luck. But we've got you some strong language instead.
That's good. I like it.
I consider myself relatively strong, Pete.
No swearing. No swearing again. It's good. The Andy's. It's easy to get a laugh when you say "can't pay," but to get a laugh, you know. G'day. How you going? Welcome to the Better Than Sex podcast. I'm your host, leading hand Sambo. I'm joined by Catcher, General Say, Boner, CJ Butterman, and Slaughterer, Mr. Pete. Now, before, just like fucking 5 seconds before the podcast, right? General says, "Oh, we can't do that because Hamish and Andy just did that," and we've stolen this part directly off Hamish and Andy because I thought it was fucking awesome.
Straight rip, like didn't even change a bit. It's straight rip.
So what are we then, General? Tell me.
I think we could be deep sea fishermen.
Oh, that's close. What do you reckon, Pete?
All I'm thinking is Butcher and Slaughterhouse.
That's what that motherfucker said before the podcast. What about you, CJ?
Well, Pete's got it, hasn't he?
We're leading hand. The leading hand is me, obviously, because I'm the best cunt. But the catcher is the person that catches the chickens. The boner is the person that bones the chickens. And the slaughterer is the person that kills the chickens. So close, but chickens can't. So I wanted to do a chicken one. We do a chicken. Sense. We do a chicken podcast.
So we're chicken
checks out.
It works out.
No, we're deep sea chicken fishers.
Chicken of the sea.
Yeah, good luck with that. Corona boys, beer of the week. Now I've drank 2 of these already. You know the best part about them, General?
The end of them?
I'll show you. You don't get that kind of pop from many beers. That's the fucking best part of it. It's fucking horrible. I've been sucking them down. It's bad. It's real bad.
I was so hoping it was going to ricochet straight into that TV.
That'd be good. Knock my laptop off the bench. Bang, beer on top of it.
You want to know what my theory with the Corona is? Is they put lemon and lime in it because it tastes so bad they have to add something to it.
I reckon that's fucking true, Pete.
Do you actually like beer, Pete? Because you just seem to whinge about all of the beers that we talk about. We've had a very diverse range of beers too.
Mate,
I like a beer.
I like stout last week.
Yeah, fair.
It's a big thing, Pete.
Yeah. And like, I don't mind some other beer. I like Carlton Dry. I like Super Dries.
I'm going to tell the people what you said about BB when we got off stream.
Fuck, it's nasty shit. I want to try some fancier beers, believe it or not.
Okay.
Well,
I just didn't think you guys would be able to get that up there.
Our guest could get this one, and I could get this one, which are the 2 most important factors, because all you cunts live in like regional, fucking not regional areas. But it's fucking horse piss. I rated a 4.
Is that because you don't
bad.
have a lemon or a lime, or
lemon or lime would probably kick it up too, believe it or not, and it's only because lemon or lime tastes better than horse piss.
Horse piss would taste better with lemon and lime in a day.
Man, I'm telling you, that's me. It's a 4.
I'd have to totally agree with a 4. It's still beer. It's still cold, so it's 4. Any beer that's cold is 4 for me.
You guys you hate beer.
You do realize Mexico
It's got to be
export that
low.
shit.
If you like beer, then you would not score anything under a 6.
No, there's got to be low beers, General. It's got to be low.
A 6, bro. A 6.
I'm rating my worst beer as a 1. Like, this isn't the worst beer I've ever drank. I'm rating my worst beer as a 1 or a 0.
Yeah, fair.
You go from 6 to 10. I go from 0 to 10.
Yeah, because I don't think any beer is worth less than a 6.
You're rating on the beverage scale, I think.
I'm rating on the
Zero
beer
being
scale,
water
mate.
or 1 being water.
All beer is worth a 6.
So
I drink it like
beverage
water
scale.
if I could.
What do you think, CJ? Oh, sorry, General first.
I was
Give us a number.
Gonna give it a 7. Mainly because I don't have a lemon or a lime.
Whew, that's rough.
But dude, there's not much better than a Corona with a bit of citrus in it on a hot summer's day.
Actually, I drink
There's
Corona.
a lot of things better, actually. There's a fuckload of things better.
I've drank Coronas out before, and I don't mind them when you have 5 drops of Tabasco sauce because it burns your fucking tongue. You can't taste what the beer tastes like.
Yeah, fucking. What about you, CJ?
Well, no Tabasco for me. But yeah, not as high as General, not as low as you guys. I think about a 5.2 is just okay.
Just okay.
Yeah.
That's about it. Shitbird and Misfits Cup, fellas. This week we can't run it because General's shit cunt. His bird's already out of chick races. But that's all right. We're going to jump in another race. You want to jump in it now or jump in it at the end?
Oh, I mean, I think we can jump in it now just so that it's ready.
Jump
to
in.
go.
Well, we'll invite Sploosh
Yeah,
in, ask him about Corona, and see what he reckons. Not the virus, the drink. So we'll do that and then find a race to jump in a race and go from there. So
Fucking
I guess today, I didn't write this, Sploosh, but someone read it. I won't tell you who. Our guest today is the grumpy cunt himself, Sploosh. So I guess that's a bit of the what's the word?
Accurate.
Accurate. What do you reckon of that Corona, mate? Is it fucking horse piss or is it beer's a beer?
It's horse piss, but I was smart enough to have a lime in it, so I'd give it a 6.
6, there you go.
So realistically, take 2 off for the lime, so you're at a 4.2.
I like Pacifico as a Mexican beer. It's cheaper and it's better.
Never seen Pacifico here. General probably has down there.
Not off the top of my head, but Pete said he wants to try some exotic beers, so let's do that next week, Pete.
Okay, sounds good.
Whatever you want next, Pete. Whatever you want, it's your pick.
Okay, I'll pick some out.
It just about is. We've all picked our favourites. We've gone through, so.
It's going to go from 4X summer to just regular 4X.
Yeah.
It is, mate.
Well, CJ, you want to find a race we can jump in, mate, that all 5 of us can jump in. We can jump in it and then throw it on at the end. What do you reckon, B class, boys?
Anything
Right.
but C class and S class, obviously.
Yeah, B. Everyone's got B's. What about you, Splash? You got a B runner?
Gotta be.
Sweet. If you want to find
Is it
one
good?
with, yeah.
No. Is
Good.
there a B dirt race?
There is
I can do it.
there's a
I can do a
$13
big
dirt
dirt
race.
race.
There's a
Yeah.
$13 dirt race.
I can do that.
No.
Not doing it.
160.
So if we let CJ pick, then we could probably just jump in something that's like 5 out of 12. Is that what we want?
There's a 4 out of 12 and there's a 3 out of 12. Not 59 cents and 99 cents.
Yeah, sounds good.
Which one do you want it? 200 grass?
200 grass, jump in it. Oh, Wally's in there as well, and Tripper, and Poseidon. Poseidon's it's a great one to run. 200 grass. I don't know what chicken I've got that's good for that, so let's just go that one.
Sorry, boys.
Man should look with the amount of tools he's got available to himself. He should be able to just switch across screens and have a look. But you know what? Fuck that shit. Fuck that, General.
This might be my favorite bird that I threw in this race.
This is most definitely my favorite bird I threw in this race.
Would you
It's not
throw
good
in?
on this. Komodo, but it's not good.
Komodo.
It's not good on grass. 200.
What's Komodo?
Actually, maybe it is.
So
only the best bird in the game, Pete. Have you not been paying attention?
No, I haven't.
It's a 97 lakh.
So what did you all chuck in? 97 lakh. What did you put in, Sambo?
99 lakh. Biggest that my old boy always used to say, if you don't know what to play, like playing 500, you don't play your biggest and your best, baby. So fucking 99 lakh.
You know the funny thing about that, Sambo, is I thought the same thing and I put mine in 99 lakh in as well.
Oh, the old man has some wisdom. All right, we'll show that one at the end.
We could actually do this podcast or what?
Yeah, let's actually do a podcast.
Fucking 20 minutes of that beer.
How's your chicken derby knowledge, Sploosh?
I am the quiz master, but I don't know if I'm the quiz master at 2 a.m.
Well, we'll find out. I haven't written these questions, so don't ask me. This is someone else. But we'll throw 2 minutes on the clock. Have you got the where's Rusty picture there somewhere?
The picture on the NFT, right?
Yeah, yep. Just click on the NFT picture. That's perfect.
I've got a couple of those.
That should be, what do you get, like 4 of them?
5.
Unreal.
Ask me where the koala is. I can find that.
Yeah, righto. I've got a couple of things that you might be able to find. You need to find a Foster's can and a chicken with an eye patch. Super easy. Everyone's been up on me that it's hard, so this is super easy. And we'll throw 2 minutes on the clock, and you got to answer these 10 questions. So there you go. You ready to go?
Let's go.
Let's go. Run that clock, CJ. Which background is the least
CJ wrote
aesthetic?
that's lava.
Yep.
Fucking wrong, by the way.
What is the most common base body for Lachenvelders?
Screaming Green.
Or Manic Mint? What talent is currently featured in Delhi's Discord PFP?
Fan group.
Rollerblades. How many uncommon beak types are there?
2.
Oh, white beak, just the one.
Well, no, there's the black. There's 2.
Black. There you go. CJ's fucked up here. That's all right. That's nothing different to usual. Who's the headless one now? Which talent tagline is this?
Machete.
Yeah. What frequency does the talent Blue Egg have?
High.
Low, medium, or high? High, correct. Which chicken placed first in the D-Class 10K tournament?
Was it Penny? It was fucking.
Penny from Kent Street. Nice. What is the maximum entry fee possible in the Class B race?
No idea. $100.
0.1 of an ETH, approximately $200. How many chickens have vampire teeth?
How much time I got?
30 seconds.
Oh, it's 454? 3.
Oh, no,
Something like
500. How many Lachenvelders have purple cone?
No idea. 380.
550.
Go. Find the fucking shit.
Find that stuff.
Oh, they're both hanging on that tree at the top left. Koala's holding it, and the fucking bird's right above him.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 out of 10.
Wait, Vampire's got 455, not 500.
Yeah,
455.
455.
Fuck.
I think there might be more just
Ed-
hidden.
Yeah,
Is
this is off the
454?
tutorial. These
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
Yeah.
OpenSea's fucked
Yeah.
like with people hiding chickens and whatever. This is off the GitHub.
Oh, is that why the numbers change when people
Yeah.
hide shit?
I think so, yeah.
That explains that black chicken then, eh?
Look at that. I chose the chicken down the bottom, but there's one with an eye patch right next to the Foster scan. What a dumb cunt. Well done, Sploosh. That's not a bad score, mate.
Not the best, though.
6 total. That's
I just love how
That's right up
nonchalant
there.
it was at the end. You're just like, oh,
Fuck.
fuck, you've got 3 seconds. Nah, they just spoke for the tree, mate. Don't worry.
Bulk is bleeding.
nice. Let's roll on to CD News, boys. Did you all see the video with the talents, the races with talents? So
Yeah.
They released another one of these this week. What do you all reckon? Was
Good
it
question.
as everything you hoped and more?
I mean, not for fan group,
Not
but
for fan group, fuck me. Nearly made me fucking fire sale them fucking things.
fuck, growth looks pretty good though. Do you guys reckon that this Sarama's out to such a lead because it's going to get reined in with Blue Egg?
Yes.
Mm.
It's the same thing from the first video.
Yeah.
Kind of like talents have it been implemented the whole time, General.
Probably not.
Look, I think this is really good, and I said this in the race today. It's fucking awesome to see a race with talents. Don't get me wrong. And people think I fucking fud a lot of shit, but I think it just a tiny little addition that could be cool is when that book comes out for Cold Snap or whatever, it just goes like a short, like maybe second long thing that just goes, oh, bang, talent's happening here. Because if a talent's happening in the back, you're potentially not looking at it so much. And I think it could add just that little of...
Do you think the camera could zoom in slightly maybe on that chicken? Like not zoom right in, but zoom in, go... Camera zoom in a little bit, then zoom back out quick.
Just like a tiny little thing, Pete. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. What do you reckon, Splish? Did you like this video?
This is the first video, right? I haven't seen the second one. This is the first one. Why can't they just focus on the chicken that's about to do the talent? Because they already have the focusing ability. So why not just auto-focus the screen?
Yeah. And it doesn't even zoom much. It just sort of pops to that chicken. Yeah. I like that.
I haven't seen this race because it doesn't work. It didn't work on my phone when I looked at it.
Oh, so this is your first shot at Machete.
See, that was good because it went black and you knew a talent was happening, Sambo.
I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that at all. Do you think the Machete's going to always cut off the 2 lanes that are one out from?
Well, how close were they? Were they the 2 closest chickens to it?
No, they're the second 2 closest.
No.
chickens.
I mean, like in physical distance, were the other 2 further back in the field? Or
that's a good point. I don't know about that because they were definitely close. But I think the chickens right next to it were closer, actually.
Yeah. And were the other ones in front of it? Is the other question. This growth is good, though.
I like it. And see how the screen shakes a little bit with that?
Yeah.
Like, a talent's going on. Exactly like that, man. Like, they don't need to change that. I think that's fucking perfect to me.
And Cold Snap was good, too, because the frost appeared around the screen.
Yeah, exactly. Like, not that we all need to know that a talent's going on, but it's just going to add that little extra spark, you know? But awesome to see. Fucking so cool. Like,
now let's turn it off before fan group happens, yeah?
I was saying, go, Pete.
Go. I was going to say, when I seen the fan group happen, I'm like, fuck, I want one of those chickens. They're fast.
Yeah,
they ran in real quick.
Yeah.
Just doesn't make him run quick enough. I don't know.
The only thing I can think is that maybe because he was at the back and not near any other chickens, but if it was in the middle and say more towards the front of the pack, that those chickens would have an effect on the other chickens in the race. So they don't want it to be too much of a boost and a knock on the other chickens.
So it's a bit of both ways.
But personally, I would like to see it faster than that.
Mm.
It didn't. It didn't excite me that Butter has fan groups. Let's put it that way.
I've got a lot of fan groups for some reason, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm just waiting for fucking rollerblades to come out. I really want to see some fucking rollerblades.
Yeah.
Well, bro, if Chicken Pulp fucking does what it stays what it does. If Chicken Pulp stays how it was in the first video, then rollerblades must be fucking off tap.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
with a low frequency.
Yeah.
Pete was onto something there. The bird that it went off with Machete was in second, and it hit the first and third place birds.
Oh, there you go. So you might be onto a winner there, Pete.
Takes out the two chickens at the front. Or
That's the first time Pete has been right on this podcast.
Hey, mate. I
Thank
called
you
open
can cut
beta,
that
mate.
anytime.
Yeah, that's true. You did call open beta, Pete. That was your one win you've had.
Eventually, you got if you throw enough shit at the wall one time, it's gonna stick.
We've had camera controls lock on the chickens. We just talked about that. You're able to click your chicken now and follow a certain chicken if you like, which is pretty cool. They've had a dark mode. Thank fuck, because dark mode is so fucking good. And they lowered the chicken cooldown period from 4 to 2 hours, which is unreal as well. In the time we are, like, it's got to go back. It's got to go back. But in the time we are, 2 hours is good. It's doable for how slow the races are filling. I think it's going to up that a lot because the people that do want to run their chickens over and over again probably are going to run them every 2 hours. You thought you've seen Cocktails and Dreams in every single race already. You just fucking wait, mate. Every 2 hours. Oh, that guy's got to be in every race. So that's pretty cool. And then instead of having one coop, they're going to give us 7 availability to have 7 coops.
Fucking, I can't wait for that.
It's going to be good, Pete. So good.
And you know when we clicked on B-class birds before? I've got 40 B-class birds.
Oh,
That's been from.
Yeah, that's something. That's fucking
And
something.
I need to fucking sort them out because it's fucking horrible to try and enter races.
So the big news, General. Fuck General, actually. The big news, Sploosh. The 20K tournament. Did you have a read about it? I'll go over the rough thing here. So it's everyone working together to complete 10 challenges. For each goal completed, they'll add some prizes to the raffle pool. And at the end of the event, each prize will be raffled to everyone who participated in races during the event. What do you reckon, Splish? You gonna run a few more chickens or what?
No, I'm not running any more chickens if they keep running the way they've been running. I don't think I like it. They haven't had success giving away stuff. And this is just hey, let's kind of raffle stuff off. And I think they've had a lot of all the Twitter giveaways, even though someone won $1,000. People just sold them and they moved the ETH right out. So I'm not thrilled about the giveaway stuff.
It is keeping the giveaways in the ecosystem by making them run, though. Is the only thing. It's not a Twitter prize that someone can come in, get a chicken, sell it, take the book, go buy something else.
And so that could be that it could work out. And I am curious how well we will work together. Someone mentioned it in the roast tonight, that we could fill any race we wanted to anytime. You just say, hey, we need 12 people, you'll have 12 people sign up for it. So we can, the base body one, that's not a problem. It just takes a little bit of organization.
Yeah, 100%. It's gonna, I think,
same thing with the 90 dorks. We all just enter in 90 dork. They're guaranteed to win.
Yeah.
See, my theory on it is I'm not going to change my racing tactics at all. I'm going to race the same chickens I've been racing because I want to race to win my ETH. So it's not going to encourage me to race anymore, but I'll be racing the same birds I currently race where I know their distance of train, and probably I'll throw a few in here and there just to give them a bit more data. But it's not encouraging me to run more chickens like I did in the last tournament.
Mm.
But more races will be running, I'm assuming, at least for the beginning of the tournament, to try and get those quantity targets met. That Pete, you will be running more races because you'll be able to run more races.
Yeah, good point.
Races will fill faster.
That's only if people want to, though.
No, yeah, 100%, because at the end of the day, people still have to pay the ETH to get in the races, right? So you still have to pay the money. You have to have the wallet to be able to race more races. I like the idea that races will fill quicker, but if it is like the last tournament where people are, you'll get to a point where there's probably a bit of burnout, or your wallet gets dry.
Yeah. What do you reckon, CJ?
Yeah, I kind of share similar thoughts. I think something they could have done better was sort of make us form teams, even if they just do that through Discord, like react to this emoji to be in this team. And then as a team, you sort of complete these goals. And then as a team, if you complete a goal, you get an entry into the raffle. You know, so I think someone was talking about this in the roast, so that it's not just a raffle for everyone, right? You know, you have to,
This guy.
I would have liked to have seen that.
They are, one thing though, is like, I know it seems a bit fuddy here, but at least they are trying things.
Yeah. And you don't know until it goes, man. Really?
Let's wait 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll at the end of 2 weeks be going, fuck, that was good. Races filled quicker. We got more races in. It was good fun. We had more live events in our Discord and the CC Discord. Like, we might love it.
The one thing I got to say, I'm with you, Pete. I think it's a fucking good thing as well. But throw my FUD out there, I guess. I was just talking to Dan, like literally before this podcast, and he said to me, "Wouldn't it be better to have just a tiered, how many races? So the first 1,000 races unlocks these prizes. 2,000 unlocks these prizes. 5,000 unlocks these prizes. 10,000 unlocks these prizes. 15,000 unlocks these prizes. 20,000. I think then we'd all work together as a community, where at the moment someone's got a good 90 dork or something like that. They're going to go, fucking, I don't care about that. Someone else will feel that. Where if it was just races and unlock tiers of prizes, I thought it was a unique take. Where it's just about getting races done.
What do you think about the 100 free races? Because I think that's, who gives a shit?
Yeah, that means nothing.
Don't
to
care.
me.
Do not care.
I'm still not going to enter them like I don't enter any free races now.
Yeah. I'll enter free race if I see it, but I'm not hunting them. And I'll only enter it if it's TD preferred.
I only enter free races when they run them over and over and over again, like getting a few hundred races to find some data.
Yeah.
Is that data valuable?
It is in C class because all shit birds down there.
I had this argument, is that data valuable? That data is valuable, more valuable than no data. Absolutely, 100% is way more valuable than no data. If you lose a heap of races in those free races, you know your chicken's probably shit at that track. So that's
probably good D-class data.
You know what I mean?
So the negative data is good, but the good data, you're just beating random birds, so it doesn't necessarily mean your bird is good.
Not so much. You can't.
No, but but it could give you a rough idea. Like if it does win a race, then run it at some decent tracks, and it might be shit that into the next 3, and then go, "Oh fucking, I'll can that one." Then it might have just been a lucky track.
It's better than
No,
nothing.
with Sploosh,
Better than
100%.
nothing.
Negative data. Yeah, honestly, I actually think that all the data is pretty worthless in a free race.
So you're saying if you lose a free race, that data's not valuable?
No, if you lose the free race, it's more valuable than if you win it.
More valuable.
Yeah.
But I still don't see it as that, because you're thinking, okay, if you are losing in a paid race, you're also losing against chickens that are trying to declass. So you're worse. No. But most classes, you've got chickens in almost every race that are trying to declass. So if you're in a free race, then you don't have chickens that are trying to declass. They're all trying to win.
But in that sense, you're saying it's just a crapshoot anyway. So all the data is exactly the same because you don't know who's entering what in any race. You could enter a class race with 9 people that are trying to declass, and you think your bird's good because you've entered a class race.
Well, I don't enter 64-cent races, mate.
Someone's gonna take the data from a 200-meter B race that we just entered in and think it's good data, but we just all threw in random birds.
Yeah. Well, that also just bodes more to the whole one race is a terrible amount of data to be working on, right? But if you've got 10 free races under your belt, I wouldn't be looking at that data as an official 10 race data set, personally.
You're a data man, Sploosh.
Like I got in the first C, like the second or third day of open beta when they had the C free races. And my second best bird was, I think, 2 podiums out of 4 races out of those free races. And I just benched it. I thought it was shit. And it's still shit, but it wins. So I don't think free race data is worth anything.
If I see a chicken out there that has, 100 to 200 races, and I look at its winnings, and I can tell that most of those winnings have come from free races, I want to burst that chicken. I will be very happy to put my chickens up against it in a higher dollar race, because I just genuinely don't trust that whatever its win percentage is worth as much as what mine is, personally.
Are you looking at other birds when you enter races?
Only bigger ones. But even then, the only chickens I enter in big races is when there's 11 out of 12 already there, and I've really got the itch to watch my chicken probably lose me $20. Or when I honestly don't give a fuck what other chickens are in the race, I think my odds are good enough to put it in regardless. But, when you get up to the higher levels with a chicken you probably shouldn't be competing there, I'll still throw it in a race if I do look at another chicken or another 8 out of 10, and I go, yeah, well, their odds aren't as good as what they show on paper. And you better believe when it comes to buying race chickens in the future, I'm 100% going to be looking at that data. I don't care if you got 300 races and 60 wins. If you've only won $200 on those 60 wins, that chicken's worth shit all to me, personally.
See, that's the difference, is probably where I'm getting data to race. I'm not looking at data to sell. I'm only looking at data to make my chickens better. And if I can make my chickens better, and if it takes, and really the only answer to all this everyone's got is race your chickens. You won chicken 2,000 times, then talk to me about where it runs good and where it runs bad, mate. You know what I mean? Like, we're all fucking running on this limited data set, which is fucking pus, really. It's fucking shit. We're going, oh yeah, my chickens run 4 races on that track, and it's fucking won 2 out of 4. That's the fucking fuck off, cunt. Give me 1,000 races on that track. You know what I mean? So that's the only answer.
I saw a couple of places that they think that the track itself, not the distance and terrain, is what matters. What do you think that's true? And if it is true, how fucking bad is that?
How bad is it?
You answer this one, Pete.
I don't think it's true. I think it's abnormal data, the people who are looking at that stuff. And I think if it is like that, it's purely like that because, and this is what, okay, I'll tell you, sorry, let me go. Why it's not like that to begin with is because they've added extra tracks and terrains, and they asked us to add tracks and terrains and distances after the fact they've made the game. So unless they're adding more data into the algorithm for different chickens that haven't, like, I got a chicken there, it might be good at a track that's not even invented yet. Because they said they're still increasing tracks. So because that's why I don't reckon it matters. The second reason is the only reason why I could see them doing it is to try and make more winning chickens. Because if it creates more possibilities, and it's a pain in the ass for us, but I can see it being better in the long run.
I'm okay with there being more combinations, but they need to have every track available at every price range. They can't have some tracks only at high price range because it makes the game fucking unplayable.
I agree. Yeah. Every track should be available. So they sit there and they keep saying, 180 track comes up for $1.99 or whatever it is in the. I thought why can't they throw out a track, throw out a random dollar value, or throw it when $1 value disappears, another dollar value comes up on that similar dollar value, and then just a random terrain appears. Why do they have to be linked? I just don't understand that.
Probably heaps deeper reasons than you realise, Pete. But
it probably is.
It's not just making a fucking game where a chicken runs across the screen and shoots fucking spiders and kangaroos and shit.
Fucking played a game like that today.
A game like that would be pretty fucking cool.
I fucking played a game like that. It was awesome.
Before we go on to that, we've fucking thrown a bit of fat around here, and people think I'm a fucking fatter, and I'm not a fucking fatter. I fucking love chickens, all right? But I want to, I was talking about this to General before the podcast. I said, if you think about chickens, like we're in this massive bear NFT market, right? It doesn't matter what fucking project you're in. Very few of them have done well in the last 2 weeks, a month, right? But at the end of the day, you compare us to an example like a PFP project, and I said to General like Azuki. And if you fucking ask me, Azuki's going to zero. But there's a lot of people that have lost a lot of money off that over the recent weeks. And other PFP projects we've all been fucking involved in. Like a project that General just bought at the whim, like, what, yesterday was it? And then it's a fucking rug now, man. Like, and then the original project was a rug too. Like, the end of the day, we're pretty safe in chickens, where we've got a fucking playable game that we can fucking gamble against each other already. No matter what, chickens are going to find their price, but there's always going to be a price for chickens. So as much as anyone thinks we're fucking fudding this, we're more offering our opinions on what we see and what we're the ones playing the game a lot. Like, all of us are playing the game a fucking lot, man. So we want to offer our opinions out there to the public and see what they think as well. But at the end of the day, you got to think that we're fucking pretty safe with chickens. A lot of us, if we sold all our chickens now, it'd be down quite a bit, don't get me wrong. But I think that's going to come back when more people realize that what we've got already, what it's going to be. And
it's a safe bet.
It's a safe bet. That's what I'm getting at, Pete. It's not a fucking... Any NFT is not a safe bet. But if, as far as NFT goes, I think fucking chickens are pretty safe. General, tell you firsthand. How much? What did you just pay? What did you just buy the other day, General?
I don't even know what it was called, man. But it was fucking expensive, and I woke up the next day and it was deleted from my OpenSea account.
100%. That's not happening with chickens. So
yeah,
as much as we,
like the whole, like you're saying, we have a playable game, and we have, especially in this bear market right now, we have the ability to earn. Even right now, we're looking at fucking, I know I talk shit about 60-cent races all the time, but 60-cent races, if you run those and you bank the ETH that you get, and you can be a profitable coup. When the bull market comes and, you know, crypto rises again, your 60-cent races winnings are going to be worth more than they currently are. So I see it as a good thing in a bear market to have a game like this where we can stack ETH essentially and not really care about what the dollar value of that ETH is at the time.
Question for you, General.
Yeah.
When you're looking at dollar values, think about it like this. You enter a 60-cent race now and you win, what do you win, $4 or $5 for winning it?
Yep.
No, not even.
Well,
60 cents is about, $3.50.
Well, say $3.50. In 2 years' time, when ETH hits 25 grand, that's going to be
Not
a $50 race. That data is going to look like a $50 race.
No, Pete, I understand what you're saying.
So enter as many 60-cent races as you can now, because in 2 years' time, that's going to be a $50 race. Because they're going to have to, if ETH continues to go up, which is what everyone thinks it's going to do, and eventually flip Bitcoin. Eventually, those 60, they're going to have to keep adding in more cheaper races to allow for that. So the dollar, people are going to look at in 5 years' time and go, can you believe these guys are entering that much ETH, entering a chicken with that much ETH in that race?
Yeah, 100%.
Dumb can't speak. Well, anyone with a little bit of a brain should go, yeah, but ETH was fucking $2,200 back then, you fucking idiot. So, dumb cunts. There's a certain amount of dumb cunts in this fucking space.
A certain amount of dumb cunts on this podcast.
If that's true, why does it only show the price in dollars and not in fucking ETH?
I know, that pisses me off personally.
I don't understand it. It's one of the big pet peeves I have.
Doesn't it, in all the data sites we're looking at, Chicken.tools, D3, doesn't it show you in ETH and then it has a dollar amount underneath?
No, but for like the entry of a race is only in dollars. Why doesn't it show it in ETH?
Yeah, I'm with you, man. I'm a fucking ETH maxi. 1 ETH is fucking 1 ETH to me. Fuck that dollar value off. It's all about stacking. And like General said, it's about stacking ETH, man. We're at the end of the day, if anyone in this whole fucking space isn't a believer in crypto, then fucking what are you fucking doing, bro?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't like crypto, and I really don't like NFTs. I just like racing chickens.
Well, Sploosh, that's what we need, more people like you, right? Degens who
Degens.
buy an NFT and want to race to win some dollars.
You know, one game you can play that doesn't cost you any money, generally you can win some stuff.
Yep.
Do you know it? You played it.
Chicken Run.
Yeah.
Chicken Run.
Not only do I know it, I'm the reigning champion.
Oh, you're still the reigning champion.
I have
doubt that.
I have no idea.
So this is ABC News, guys. We've made this game. You had to play this game, Splish. How'd you go?
I did not do well while I was playing on lunch today. But I actually thought it was going to use my real feathers so I didn't get any power-ups for, I don't know, 3 or 4 times.
Oh, yeah, get the double jump. Double jump's good.
I think the bonus gun is the best one to get right away.
I won't tell you what the best is to get.
Yeah, I also am not going to tell you because then my high score is probably going to come down pretty quickly.
Let's just say I've played this iterations of this game a lot the last week.
And you're still in third place, Sambo. That's fucking suck.
Yeah, I do suck. But there are ways to help you out. So have a go at that. That's on our website. You can win randomly. You don't even need to get a high score. If you're just a random player, you'll get a ticket stub. There's a few of them in there. And we're going to do like a few competitions and tourneys and stuff like that. And it's just endless, the amount of possibilities we can do just to make things a little bit more fun rather than a fucking wheel spin or fucking, you know. We've got a few more games in the works as well. Feather auctions are out, General. And we got merch.
Merch packs. My fucking hat hasn't turned up yet.
Someone told me, fucking flatties. Oh, you got fucking flatties. I'm like, that's General's fault. He wouldn't let me get anything other than flat peaks. Was it flat peaks?
No, all I said was you can't get fucking ugly yellow trucker hat.
Yeah, so pretty cool. We got shirts as well. If you go on the website now, you can hit that feather auction, maybe for the next fucking few hours. Hit that up and see what you can win. Straight after this one, we're going to put a shirt, maybe a shirt and hat combo, maybe. The shirts are really cool as well.
One of each, I reckon.
Yeah.
Wait, we should also do one on Twitter, on our new Meta Than Sex Twitter.
Yeah, Meta Than Sex Twitter. I've got that here, Pete. Well, you skipped one, but that's okay. Pete started a Meta Than Sex Twitter because he said, we're going to start a Meta Than Sex Twitter. And I said, we'll do it, Pete. And he's fucking done it, which is fucking shock. It's a fucking shock. So, yeah, this is going to be our new... It's at Meta Than Sex.
Yep.
Is that right, Pete? At Meta Than Sex. Yeah, so this is going to be where you can find all our podcast stuff. We just wanted to separate the two a little bit from chickens because Meta Than Sex isn't quite all chickens, but we're a bit of both. So go here for all your Meta Than Sex stuff. We're going to start doing
live.
What are they called? Spaces, Pete.
Yeah, we'll start doing spaces as well.
Spaces on ABC, on Meta Than Sex, and potentially we're going to go a few more live podcasts if we can manage it. We've done enough now that we know sort of what fucks up and how to fix it, hopefully.
Yeah, if it can fuck up, it's happened.
Yeah, so that's all our new stuff. What else I got? ABC short tawnies. So all you chicken lovers out there, we're about to run some short, like 3-4 day tawnies, where it's just going to be a fucking quick, fucking get in, win a bit of stuff. Look out for that soon. The first
what kind
one.
of tourneys you want to run?
Not just winners tourneys. So we've tossed up a few ideas about like first and last tourneys. First will get 10 points, last will get 10 points. Negative 10 points. So that it really changes the leaderboard quite quickly, especially if there's a limited number of races.
You got a U-shaped chicken, it's probably the best.
Yeah.
But you'll see. Find out, eh?
It's probably not going to be the first one we're going to run. I think we'll just run a pretty standard one to start with just to make sure everyone's fucking on board and how it's all going to work. And then we're going to tweak it. But like I said, they're only going to be 3 days. So if you've got any ideas, shoot them at us because we want to make it fun and engaging. But nothing set in stone yet. I think it'll be probably next Sunday. You'll hear about it. It's going to involve Coop Collective and Whitebeak Gang. So any holders of those tokens are going to be able to play. We're going to use this first one as sort of a test, just a test to make sure everything on our end is right and that General doesn't go through and win every race. And no, we're gonna throw founders in there as well and have some bounties and stuff like that too, which could be pretty cool.
We're definitely going to have to rip up a tourney for teams now that we've spoken about how it would have been really good for Chicken Derby to do one. So I know I'd spoken before about how I'd like to see a tourney that's just based off win percentage instead of classes. So I'd like to see something like that get pulled up as well.
Yeah.
If you've got a fucking chicken that has 2% win rate, well, you're only running against chickens that have max maybe 5% win rates.
And that's the idea of running these short little few day tourneys is we can test them on a small scale and then evolve them after that, and then eventually run them into super long tourneys. But what do you reckon, Splash? You keen for an ABC CC Whitebeak Gang tourney? You'd have 9 entries, wouldn't you? You'd have fucking 9 entries with all the tokens you've got.
So I was about to ask, Splish, how many ticket stubs do you have? Because fuck, you own half the ecosystem of ticket stubs by now, surely.
I don't know. They're in my hidden folder. I never looked at them. I don't know what they're good for.
Just thinking about this the other day, I've got 2 really good ideas. So when everyone says that, it's like right before I'm just about to release a cool idea. Eh? They're like, what do these feathers even fucking do? And you're like, well, just give me a fucking few days, fuck. So what your ticket stubs are going to be good for, you see our new chicken run game.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to have after the first 1,000 races, the first 1,000 games are played, we're going to do a ticket stub entry to win potentially a chicken or a few other NFTs as well. The ticket stub's going to be used for future giveaways. So we're going to do a giveaway with only ticket stubs. So then you can throw in how many ever you got 20, 30 of them or whatever you fucking got. You can throw 20 into one giveaway if you like. No limit. What else? Just about to incorporate ticket stubs into the Guess Who game online as well. So coming, mate. It's fucking coming.
Splish can just use all of his feathers for the Guess Who game anyway.
Oh, he spent a few.
Yeah.
I spent 10,000 on the feather jockey. I don't know how I did.
Yeah.
Who'd you get? Steel Springs.
I got Steel Springs and Tiger King.
Tiger King.
Fucking Tiger King did not do that good, mate.
Steel Springs won a $20 race. I think you got a couple of seconds as well. You'll be getting an all right bit of wet from that.
It's good because I've lost quite a bit of wet in the last few weeks.
I reckon you get enough wet to enter 40, 60-cent races. That's a lot. That's a lot of races.
all that shit data, Splish.
All that worthless data in those 40 races. I will say this. If you think you're going to win, do not enter a 60-cent race unless you're in S. Like, just do yourself a favor and don't waste the pecking order points.
What if you think you're on a cooler, though? Do you believe in coolers and heaters?
I've done nothing but lose since the first week of the tournament. So, yes, coolers exist. And unless you could... There is the possibility that if you piss off the wrong people, that your account just gets nerfed. I don't want to believe that, so coolers probably exist.
Are you telling me coolers exist, and to get your chicken out of that cooler, you're not running 60-cent races?
All right, since I'm grumpy and FUD, if they were to do that and coolers were a set number of races instead of time, I feel like they have shown us that they want us to run bigger races since they started off with 5 races a class. And what was it? There was times where like 3 of them were $10. 3 out of the 5 were $10 and up. They want us to run higher races. So instead of time or races ran, why wouldn't it be the amount of entry fee you put in?
Oh, I like that.
I wouldn't put it past them to say, hey, it's the amount of entry fees that you enter in that bumps you from cooler to heater and whatnot. I don't think that's true, but it could happen.
Oh, mate, I'm on board. I fucking agree.
I like it too.
Love it.
I found a little bit of when we do these live race sessions, and then people are like, jump in this $15 race. And I'm like, fuck, it's not even suited to Steel Springs. He's fucking on a mad cooler too. Cunt hasn't won in ages. And then I'll throw him in that big dollar race and he'll come second. On a fucking distance and terrain he's not preferred at. And I'm like, how the fuck does that happen? I'm with you there a bit. I'm with you.
I hope that's the case, because I've spent a lot of money in the last 2 days and I'd like that losing streak to be over.
I also think that, like, I say I'm on a cooler now. I have one chicken that was like 150 profit, and now it's half of that. I just think it was a bad chicken. I think I had good data, or I had more data at the start of open beta than most people, and therefore I was able to capitalize on that. But now that more people are getting data, my chicken is just average or below average. I shouldn't run it anymore.
Yeah, maybe you just got to get past that cooler period, mate, and get back into the wins. Always have hope. Always have hope. Fucking ultimate optimist Sambo over here.
I think that there's just bad chickens.
I agree. And I also question a few of my chickens as well, the similar situation where it's like, well, you know, they're still profitable, but not as much as they were early on. Did I get lucky in the first 40 races and found where they were being very profitable and now everyone else is caught up? Or is it a cooler that's happening? Or am I just being a bit too much of a degenerate and throwing it in races that, A, it has no business being in, and B, it's not its preferred distance and terrain? So am I just the fuckwit, or is the bird?
The bird. It's definitely the bird. You're always playing the bird.
And always the bird.
I was expecting you to say the complete opposite, Pete.
I just want.
It's because he's got birds the exact same.
I do expect chickens that, like Sploosh said, is that were good. If you find their distance and terrain early, every chicken should potentially slowly get worse, because technically more people should be finding their distance and terrain. So the more people that find the distance terrain brings everyone down like this.
Yeah, especially right now, right?
And like, you look at Diamond Hands' data, he's run 800 races when half of us don't know what our distance and terrain are.
Yeah.
So is that data, like, you've got to take advantage of what you can at the time.
Well, it's the better birds that are continuing to get raced right now as well.
Are you saying that D3 effectively nerfed us all then?
By giving us better.
I fucking said this the other day to someone. I think it was to Dan. I said, you know what D3's done? And I fucking love D3, but I said, you know what D3's done? They've ruined it, because they come out and people think they know where their bird run's good now, because it's got that little fucking green square, and they're like, well, no, that's the only one I can run it on. Where they've got fucking 2 races and 2 races and 3 races and 4 races, fucking 5 races, where it's not so much D3's problem. It's the people that are fucking looking at the D3 data and thinking they fucking know when their chickens run 150 races. That's the issue. Like, it's not D3. D3 are doing their shit good. But I did say that to someone the other day.
Sambo fun.
Do any of you have a chicken that has run 100 races, been average or mediocre or even bad, and then turned into good?
If I got a chicken that's average or mediocre, there's no fucking way it's getting to 100 races.
Yeah.
When I first started running Komodo, I got to 75-ish races and was about to give up because I was still running it like it was in closed beta. And I threw that out the door, and fuck, I'm glad I did.
You found it. You found us.
That's because you were running off of bad data. Like, you kept hammering the bet. I kind of feel like the first 40 races or so, your chicken has a boost. And then after that, it kind of tails off.
Well, I have two chickens that got to 100 races with approximately 15% win rate, and they've turned into fucking shit now. So I agree with you.
like every one of my chickens has hit a peak and is on the downslope. And I have a couple now new ones that I think are going to be good, but I don't know. Like they seem to hit a peak early on, and I haven't seen that peak later on. And I just wonder, that's my personal, I only have 19 birds. So I wonder if anybody else has seen a peak after like 150 races or 200 races.
Well, Aliad has his chicken. It's chicken. 300 races is up to, and it just had its second win the other day. And I was like, fuck, bro, you've got way better the tenacity than me. I couldn't handle that long. I've benched chickens that are fucking 22 races because they haven't had any wins or podiums. And that's nowhere near enough. Still, it's nowhere near enough. But I fucking benched them because I've got other chickens to work on where 300 races, that's good.
I've only raced 5 chickens over 100 races. And when I say I've raced 5 chickens over 100 races, it's a 99 Sarama, 100 Lac, 100 Dork, and a 97 Sarama, and then my 97 Sultan. That's it. Because they were winning. They showed potential. That's why I kept racing them.
I think that there's a secondary stat or 2 stats. I think there's a speed stat and I think there's a win stat that you don't see. And if that chicken doesn't have one of those 2, it doesn't matter.
Fucking love how
that's a smart way to look at it.
I fucking love how deep you think, Bleach.
I just get really drunk and then I just throw chickens in the races. Or I'm driving a truck and just entering it in on my phone as I'm like in an intersection.
Yeah, that's the way to be. Is enter it on your phone. The phone.
Yeah, because you don't have an Apple.
Oh no. More Sambo FUD. Here we go. The UI on the phone is fucking ordinary, man, and that's why I don't do it on the phone. I'm quite happy to enter chickens all day long on my computer. I do a little bit on my phone. I was entering free races the other day, Pete, when I rang you the other day and I said, I just got fucking sick of entering them because I was entering them on my phone.
I don't mind entering stuff on my phone.
I hate side scroll. You side scroll? Scrolls. That's out of the question with phones, mate. You should not have to fucking side scroll. Side scroll's not a thing on a phone, Pete. It's up and down. You're not allowed to make things wider than the screen. I just made a whole fucking website fit to a fucking screen that big, Pete. You're not allowed to fucking side scroll. You know what I mean? Like simple things like that.
I enter a lot of races on my phone, and it is literally like 7 or 8 clicks to get into a race. When you start doing the side scroll, it's kind of bad. It's really bad. Or when you got to check its pop, and you have to scroll to the side after you click on the chicken. Like, they can do better.
Yeah, man. Side scroll's not a thing, Pete. I don't know how tech savvy you are, but yeah, you can't side scroll on a phone. What the fuck is side scroll, mate? What the fuck? But it's like, it's good. It's okay, but it could be vastly improved. And it's not on top of their list. Talents are on top of the list. Let's get some talents out. Every single one.
I don't watch it. I almost don't watch any of them anymore. I'm like 10% I'll watch now.
It's a big one, I'll watch it. Otherwise, I'll very quickly scroll to the results to see if I need to try and downclass it or if I just throw it in another race.
My biggest race was $20. It just ran earlier today. I watched maybe 20 seconds of the race before I shut it off.
It's because you're coming last.
Where are you coming last?
Like I was in like 8th place. I'm not coming back.
Yeah.
No chance.
Are you going to watch more once talents are implemented? No.
I don't think talents are going to be as big a deal as everybody hopes they are. But everybody else really likes the videos, so I think I'm wrong. I think I'm just wrong on this. So I hope I'll watch them.
there's a certain amount of bias you got to look out for too with that fucking reflecting group that we've got. We talk to people that own chickens, a lot of chickens, most people, and there's a certain amount of bias that you've got to, when people say, oh, how good was that fucking talent video? Don't get me wrong, it's fucking awesome to see and stuff, but I'm one of those people that just like those extra tweaks, and you're obviously one of those people too, Splash, that is like, you want to see the best out of it, not just the talent video.
I don't see special things. So maybe I would like the talents because I don't think they're super special. I just feel like I just want to know how it ends. So I'll skip to the results.
So you're just an impatient cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get that too. And fucking, we're all fucking time poor as fuck nowadays. Talking about time poor. This podcast is fucking time poor, cunts. Let's go on to the quick fire questions, Sploosh. They're called quick fire questions, but we're just going to stroll through them like a leisurely stroll in the woods, mate. So don't be stressed. How long have you been in the chickens?
I got in just before the second mint. So I was contemplating whether I should buy a chicken on the market to race in the closed beta. And I instead decided to just spend it all on the mint, which was a bad mistake.
You reckon you would have been better just buying a chicken?
I minted 5 birds and I got 5 dorks.
Yeah.
My best one was a 96.
Oof. That sounds like my mint, mate. That fully sounds like my mint. Minted 20 and got 2 sultans, I think. Anyway. What's your best bird?
I have a 99 lac that I don't think is very good. So I think it's my 94 wild moss. It's my most profitable for sure.
I love wild moss.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, wild moss is the best space body.
94 wild moss. That's an attainable bird for a lot of folks too. Like
I got it at it's my only cuppy bird, so I paid 0.034, I think. And
yeah, right. Yeah.
I think it's over $300 profit right now, so it's doubled what I paid for it.
Oh, fuck me! That's like more profit than my whole coop, mate.
Well, I've seen your coop. It's pretty low on the list. You might be demoted to cocksock.
No, like I'm saying, more profit than all of the profitable birds of my coop combined. That's it.
I know. I've seen your shitty birds, and I'm saying you're like cocksock level of shittiness there. Racing wise, not anything else, but. He won 5. I think he won 5 $8 races in a row at one point. So.
Oh, really?
How good's that?
My best bird's from Cuppy too.
The first was a lot different terrain and distance too.
Not bad. My best bird's from Cuppy too, and we're not the only 2 people that I've heard say that. Oh, I got my best bird from Cuppy. That dude, I know he had a lot of chickens, but I feel like he had a fuckload of really good chickens that he just didn't realize, like perfections and heritages as well, that weren't the 99 fucking Saramas that he had and everything.
He's got to remember there were 500 chickens there.
Yeah.
If only 5% of them were good, that's fucking a lot of fucking chickens.
Yeah, but you think about like good chickens and then profitable chickens, and basically everyone that I know I shouldn't say that, it's definitely a bias, but there's a lot of people that I know who have said my most profitable chicken came from Cuppy.
Well, the only chicken I got from Cuppy is a fucking donkey, and he should be fucking good. He's an alien-eyed Sarama with dig, and he can't even fucking win in C class.
I'd say it's the owner, if you ask me.
It's definitely the owner.
I just keep telling myself he's a breeder. He's an alien-eyed Sarama with dig. He's a breeder.
Breeder. Push it on to the next thing. Which bird do you wish you owned, Splish?
You can say Escobar, mate.
It's got to be chicken 1.
Chicken 1. Yeah, me too. That's a good chicken.
Me too.
Most regretful sale.
You never look back. I just checked my my Sarama that I sold. I don't regret that at all. So I will say, no, my first bird I sold slightly above. It was like a 92 white-beaked dork that I sold for 0.07, which was slightly above the floor. I didn't realize that white-beaks were special at the time, so maybe that.
I wouldn't be regretting that, mate. 0.07 for that. Now's a fucking. You're like, fuck yeah.
Wait till the next question.
Yes.
That one. I thought it was worst purchase was next. Best purchase had to be the
best
Cuppy
purchase.
Yeah. I guess it would be the Cuppy.
There you go. This is the one you want. Worst purchase.
Yeah, but I did get a 99 helicopter lac for 0.12. That's not a bad purchase. Worst purchase, 93 dig lac, 0.129.
Ooh. Did you use the profits from that white beak to buy it?
Yeah, I was flipping birds, and I was like, this is the only NFT I was ever in. It was my first NFT, and so I was like, oh shit, this is just gonna go up, 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 and up. I have this ETH. I have to put it into a bird so it will also appreciate. And 93 lac, 0.129.
Now this next question, I think we could nearly start a fucking leaderboard for this, right? How many times have you said, okay, I've had enough chickens now?
I have stopped buying chickens at least 4 or 5 times. And then I get the itch. I actually did pretty good after I got the Twitter money that I spent a little bit of it. I held on to it for quite a while before I spent all of it. So at 4 or 5 times, I've said that.
You know what gets me is when, and it's happened in ABC in the last few days, when someone goes out and goes, had to do it, boys. Had to buy this 100 dork. I'm like, I don't have 100 dork. And then someone else goes, had to do it, fellas. Bought this 100 lac. And I'm like, I don't have 100 lac either. I'm going out to get 100. Everyone's buying 100, so I've got to buy a fucking 100. So I want 100 now.
How much are they worth?
Buy me 100 Pate for cheap. And I
bought one last show.
Yeah.
8 wins from 40 races, he's at.
I think 100.
Not bad.
That's real good. I think 100 dorks are like 0.3-ish. Yeah.
But they're fucking none with bulging eyes on the floor, though.
What's the fucking point, then? What's the fucking point?
If you want one with a bulging eyes, the cheapest one's an ETH.
Yeah, right.
Oh, fuck.
That's a big jump.
There's 100 dork, striped dork with a beak ring for 1.2.
What face, bud?
What'd you say?
What's the color of it?
It's the fucking eggshell.
There you go. Action Jackson. It's a dork, though, Pete. Always come back to dork.
It is.
There was 100. If you're going to buy that, though, do you buy that or do you buy the 100 dork that had moving walkway that was an ETH the other day?
We haven't seen the moving walkway talent.
Yeah,
it might be as good as
that's what I was
Fangirl.
just about to say. Moving walkway's always been my least preferred talent too. I don't know, it just seems weird. Just seems real weird.
I think the speed talents, CJ I think was talking about this the other day. Any offensive talent, blue egg or cold snap, it benefits every other chicken in the race that doesn't get hit with it. So realistically, your best bet is if you're looking at talents, you want to enter as many offensive talents with a race with as many other offensive talents as you can.
Yeah, I like
because
that.
if it goes off, it helps you as well.
That's
So
brilliant.
like that machete we saw in the video, it took out the first and the third place bird. Every other bird benefited other than those two.
Wait, did you say CJ thought about this?
CJ did, yeah.
See, our CJ.
He's
The
asleep.
guy that's sleeping. That's fucking. That's. I'd never thought about it that way. That's fucking. That's a smart way to think about it. I like that.
Yeah. So if you can enter a race with 5 cold snaps, fucking do it because.
Mm.
Do you reckon though? Because if you run a race with 5 cold snaps and 3 of them go off, that means there's 12 chickens getting hit by cold snap, which means you're one of them.
Yeah, but that's 3. Okay, so every bird gets hit then. So 12 birds get hit.
Yeah.
But 3 of those use their talents that didn't benefit at all from it. So that's 3 birds you don't have to worry about a moving walkway or even a fan group because the fan group at least gets a 5-meter boost.
Or rollerblades, mate.
Rollerblades, that's talent.
It's not talking about 5 cold snaps going off in the one race, Pete.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. That's deep. You fucking have to change your name from, what did CJ call you up here? The grumpy cunt himself to Thinks Deep Sploosh, I reckon. Let's go on. What do we got here? How much would you pay for a floor cerama right now?
I don't know any ceramas. I also have no fucking ETH, so 0.03.
That's
about what they're going for.
That's the lowest we've had yet.
I would trade my 97 Sultan for one, I suppose, but I don't value. I said early on, I think I asked Sambo and Crazy J, what do you think about the idea of just focusing on D-class birds, getting some cosmetics or rare talents, and just trying to win in D? And you guys both said that, man, maybe, whatever. But I think you could be profitable. There's no benefit right now to having an A-class bird compared to a D-class bird. You win the same amount. The only class that is a potential higher value winner above any of the others is S-class.
And that's a D value right now because you can't run any big races.
And races feel slow.
So fucking slow.
B, C, D, I don't give a fuck what class it is. If it's making me money, I'll run the bird.
Yeah, because every race is between 60 cents and $20, and then there's the random $100 race that goes off, but you can't bank on those. So why not win a bunch of $5 races in D? It's the same as $5 in S.
How quick do D class races fill?
D classes are actually lower than S races, according to the D3 chart. So, yeah, I think B or an A is the sweet spot. Probably maybe C.
Yeah, B and A at the moment. I think B is probably the money spot right now. Was that what everyone finds? To be honest with you, I got more in C, but that just says more about my coop more than anything.
I don't track the times anymore, but when I tracked them for the first 3 weeks of D, when they added the D and S class, D race times were faster than C race times. So C would have been the easier of the 2 classes.
It's hard to say. That's at the moment, and hopefully we're talking about all classes filling at similar rates in the future. You know what I mean? At least for the dollar amount. So, what are you suggesting, Sploosh, that maybe that the higher dollar races should be restricted to higher classes?
Well, they're trying to do that. Because, I mean, they are limited. Yeah, that was one of the questions you asked me. What was the maximum price? No, I think that all classes, you should be a limit number of birds that are racing. So all of them should be able to make money.
Yeah.
Which just sucks for the people that spend thousands of dollars for good birds. They're not really any better than floor birds. And profit, right now, for racing profits, they're not any better. There's no difference in the race and the profit potential in a 91 Lac and a 98 Sultan.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know how you fix it.
It's just what it is. It's what the game is. The higher level birds are gonna they're their value will come later on when breeding comes through. All
That's
that
it.
kind of stuff. That's where they hold. But
Yeah.
I'm the same as Swoosh. I always figured that I was going to sit in B and C class, and so I geared my coop towards that.
I'm selling my 99 lakh as soon as I can get into the ladies waitlist.
That's a good choice. Non-chicken dairy related here, mate. What's your... I've got two questions, actually. What's your favourite beverage? Please don't say it's Corona.
I have drank more Miller Lights than all of you guys, not combined, but all of the beer you guys have drank combined for a single person.
Yeah, right. Miller Lights.
Miller Lite was my favorite. I drink seltzer now, the Michelob Ultra.
Now,
One of these.
I have to say for... Oh, yeah.
Big can.
Yeah,
my
my missus
seltzer.
drinks them.
This is the best fucking thing. That's what I drink every night now. I don't drink like I used to.
I have to say for all of our Australian fans, when you say Miller Lite, that's not light as in alcohol percentage, is it? That's light as in carbs.
Yeah, it's like, what, 100 carbs or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we call light beers like light alcohol percentage, like just the ones that General drinks mostly, where you guys call light beers as in light as in sugar content. So it's a little bit different.
You
But-
wouldn't know what a regular beer is.
Fuck off, God, come on.
North of the border, anything one standard drink is a beer.
Are you wearing jeans? Are you wearing jean shorts right now, General?
Jeans shorts. Nah, mate, I've got some.
Yeah.
I got some San Francisco 49ers tracks.
He fucking definitely is. Don't fucking let him fool you, mate. He fucking definitely is. Oh, yeah. I bet you there's jean shorts under those. I bet you there's jean shorts under them.
It's
Ambo
cold
asked me
in
if
there.
I would ever move to Australia, and I said I don't own any jean shorts. You guys wouldn't let me in.
I've got one more question for the 10th one here, mate. I've been asking this to most people, is how do you, where did Sploosh come from? Where does your name come from?
So I started playing the Guild Wars. I played Guild Wars and needed a name, and I named everything after my dog Yogi. And so I drank a lot at the time, so it was Drunken Yogi. I'm in most things. It's like my World of Warcraft character, my Twitch name. And so when he started to get older, I was like, I need a different name because I don't want to keep calling myself my dead dog's name. And I liked Archer. And so one of the characters on Archer said Sploosh. And so I took that.
Oh, that works. Probably the most important question of the whole night, and why everyone really tunes into this.
Look at it getting close.
Who's got it, mate? Who's got the better mustache, Sambo or General?
I mean, Sambo's got not right now, but Sambo's got the better mustache when he
It's not
wants
even a question. It's not even a question.
Oh, well, no, that doesn't say who's got the better mustache when they try the most. It says who's got the better mustache.
My mustache leads into this big growth on my face too, and around my neck, mate. That's something.
It still is. I mean, the General looks a little creepy. Like, come on.
Yeah. Like a guy that's in his
Like-
van and goes, "Come on, mate, come in here. I've got plenty of candy. I've got PS3s. I've got PS Vistas. I've got all these games you can play. Just come in. You'll have a good time for sure."
I mean, you're not allowed around schools, right?
I'll remember this next time I see you in a race. Solution. I'll
Why do you-
I'll bring the heat. I'll bring
I've
the heat.
seen your profits. I don't want to be in any race with you.
Well, we're about to jump into one. Is that race we jumped into filled, CJ?
Yeah, got it up.
Sweet. Oh, the
That's not it.
chick race. That's the chick race.
Yeah, that's not it.
Oh shit.
Sleeping again. Doesn't surprise me. So we couldn't get in a shitbirds and misfits race this week, so we've all just jumped in a random race so General can beat us all.
I don't like this though. You know why?
Why?
Have a guess.
Because Sploosh is in here.
No, because I'm about to win 35 fucking cents.
60-cent races. That's your thing now.
Look at that nice white beak in the middle there.
I don't even know what I threw in here.
You threw Sunny in, didn't you?
Sunny, yeah, there we are. It's my only chicken above 98, I think. He's not bad, though. Yeah, it's like good over a lot of things, but not great at one thing. Have you ever found that with chickens?
Yeah.
Like, it's good all over the park, but he's not great at one certain distance of terrain.
Yeah.
So do you just enter it in everything then?
Oh yeah, he's my man. Just to be like, what do you want? Throw one in this, and I'm like, Sonny, you're the bro. You're my man. And then occasionally he'll like win one or come second or third, but most of the time, last.
You do realise we picked another 200 fucking metre race.
What, do you have somewhere to be, Pete? Fuck.
No, but they're just so fucking long.
Insane.
You know, Sploosh, you know when you said Sploosh before, how many races you've watched? I've watched more races on this podcast than I have normally.
Yeah, that's fucking slack. That's slack, Pete.
Oi, I'm all about the data, mate. As soon as I find out, I just want to know whether I win or lose.
Yeah, I agree. So who's winning this? Fucking Komodo's not. Oh, he's up there. What is he third?
Fucking Pete's winning this.
What are you? 7-7-1-1 white bait.
Oh,
look at him go.
CJ's pumping too.
It's gonna be an ABC 1, 2, 3.
No way. And Sambo at the back. Fuck yeah.
Poor old Sonny.
That's all right.
Oh, that made the chickens look like they ran really fast for a second.
Oh, Machine Gun Henny might get this. No, Pete's got it. Machine Gun Henny third, General third, Machine Gun Henny second. And where do you get in, Splish? You're somewhere in the pack there.
Some in the middle, where I belong.
I did tell you I was going to win 35 cents.
Did you? Oh, 97, mate. That's fucking double what you said.
Minus the 64 that I spent.
Yeah, true. Fuck. Well,
but Jack, that 34 cents is going to look like $35 in 2 years.
Yeah, I'll put in a ledger, Pete.
Yeah. That's it, guys. Thanks for coming, Sploosh. You've been an absolute jet, mate. As much as CJ thinks you're an absolute cunt, I think you're a pretty good bloke. So don't worry about what that cunt says. Oh, sorry, you missed that, mate. Say it again.
I said CJ doesn't like the ground, so.
Yeah, fuck that cunt. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, General. Thanks, CJ. Go support our Twitter. We've got a new Meta Than Sex Twitter. CJ's Twitter. Go to our Discord. Go to our website. We've got the brand new chicken game you can play to win shit. So go have a go.
High score is 340.
I don't think the high score is 340 as of fucking hours ago. Can't.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. I'll put a post up in the Discord right after this and we'll see. Yeah, hit the like button. Share this around to your friends. Tell all your mates about it. Do all the shit that everyone says to do, but you never do. So we just say that every time and then don't do it. That's just how it works.
If you do beat General's high score, screenshot it and put it in the Discord.
Yeah, do that. No, don't do that because then General will fucking sit up all night using all the 1,000 plays to fucking get it back. Right, I can't swear out of here. We'll catch you next time.